January 26th. Okay, well, I'm a little late today because I overslept. So I had an online meeting and I had to wait till after that. And I'm getting ready to go out with my neighbor to do some errands. I finally got my government debit card. Okay, so I was just using the base Elemis Superfood Glow Priming Moisturizer. Oh, a tiny bit more over here. Oh, I really like the feel of it. Doesn't feel like most primers. It feels more like a moisturizer. So for today, I wanted to use this little stocking stuffer I got called from Master Glam from Beauty Gems. This is one of my other little Christmas presents to myself, and a bunch of my friends are into being makers, like 3D printing stuff and other types of uh, make creationist things. But anyway, this is something that I love because it's, oh my gosh. Okay, wait. First, I gotta show the top part. So the top part is just a whole bunch of eyeshadows, and there's some really good iridescent ones. So I'm glad about that. But then this is the part that's so cool. You pull this part out. Oh my gosh. This is the kind of like clever little design thing. So it all goes back in and then it pops out. I mean, how fun is that? So anyway, I really love stuff like that. I had fun showing it to my friends who are makers. So, someone was pretty clever with that. Um, so there's this there's an iridescent violet that has almost exactly the same as this beautiful lip gloss I just used yesterday. It's purple with pink and aqua and silver. That's what I have in here. So I'm going to go to a basic violet for the underliner. I've been saving this. I haven't used it yet. Oh, and I still have to put on primer, eyeshadow primer. Also, I put on SPF earlier, and I put a little bit on my eyelids too. Let me see you do that gently. But I heard that there's some eyeshadows are starting to put SPF in them because eyelids can definitely get burned, and even with makeup on, they can get burned. So very carefully and gently, you can put SPF on your eyelids. Just make sure you don't get it in your eyes. Okay, now, oh, what do I want to do for the crease? Maybe no crease right now. I'm just gonna do this on my lid. This beautiful sparkly purple. Wow. Well, it's not looking quite as sparkly. Oh, okay, from the sides I can see there's still a little iridescence, but it almost looks like the shimmer was only on the top layer. Can that be? Well, and then here's another super sparkly rose gold. Yeah, it's the same thing. As soon as I start swirling it, it's like all the glitter just getting wiped off. That's weird. It's a really subtle color. Well, at least blending them's pretty easy. So one of the things I watched was on Netflix called The Innocent Man, and it was a documentary based on a book by John Grisham, who usually writes novels, but he explained that this was his one and only nonfiction case, and it was definitely worthy of a documentary. And it was just about how small town cops and district attorneys collaborated to railroad and coarse confessions from not very bright young men, and then tossed out all the exculpatory evidence related to them. And so these four innocent guys are sitting in jail, and it was all the same cops and the same prosecutor, district attorney, and everything. And they, of course, never admitted doing anything wrong. And DNA freed two of the guys, like 30 years or something after they had been convicted. But then there's two more. One died in jail, and then there's one more who's still waiting to get out. And that's what the whole thing was leading toward. And it was just really sad that he's still there. He didn't get to get out. And it was just this snapshot of one small town in Oklahoma's very twisted and perverted justice system, and where absolutely they had innocent men. Their lives were just basically taken away and ruined for no good reason. They were because it fit their original theory. And anyway, it's just appalling. And also to realize, though, this is just one little tiny microcosm in one little town in Oklahoma. And so how many times in how many other small towns around the country are there similar things like that happening? And how many innocent people are in jail? That's just, I mean, God, it's just so horrendous. So they estimate it's like 4% of people in jail are there wrongly. Well, it's not very much, but if you're one of those 4%, that really, really, really sucks. So anyway, it's just very eye-opening of, there's just all kind corruption. People get away with corruption so much. It's like just shocking. This is really shocking. Well, these colors are just so, I don't know, like tame compared to what I usually do. So, I don't know, they're just not as high pigment as what I'm used to. But that's what I got. Eyebrow time. Okay, now I just pulled out this whole bottom of the, so I'm going to use the blush and bronzer. Use a smaller brush than usual, but there's a nice blush right there. Nicely berry color. A tiny bit of a peach glow across the top. I can skip bronzers today. I'm going to put blush in the hollows of my temples. And then you put a little bit of highlighter on the highest part. So now they have these liquid lipsticks, or I mean these cream lipsticks. But I'm going to use, well, there's this really, really beautiful sparkly pink, but I'm going to put on this one first, Revlon Berry Blist. Revlon Ultra HD Vinyl Lip Polish. Oh, I do love that color. And then now, with my trusty lip brush, I'm going to put on this beautiful sparkly pink gloss on top. Okay, well, and so since I ended up doing such a subtle colors, I say I'm going to do subtle colors for my glitter stripe. So I'm going to use this little Wet n Wild. It's just a silvery, actually it's silver and gold mixed. Was that too subtle? Or you have to look from different angles to see it. All right, well, it's barely visible, but so everything's an experiment. Very light blot. To do some screenshots. So that's it for today, and that was my Beauty Gems Master Glam kit. And so I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing the Revolution Chilled Cannabis Sativa palette. So anyway, happy Tuesday. Please be safe out there. Take care. Wear your mask. Take good care of everyone around you. Lots of love.